Awesome. Appreciate it, guys.
¿Va a funcionar el juego otra vez, sí o no? Eso es lo que queremos saber.
What's up, guys? I think we're just waiting on Julius too, just to give a like a really quick heads up to everybody that's kind of hanging out with us while we're about to open this up. But um, we're gonna get started here. I'm assuming in just a few. Thanks for everybody who's coming in. I saw a lot of people that were saying they were eating dinner and stuff. No, Julius, we don't hear you, man. Oh no, I had this happen the other day on Twitter where I was talking for at least 15
And
minutes.
now,
Yeah, now.
bro, I was talking the whole fucking time. I was like, what the fuck? Ah,
Nobody's responding to anything you're saying in chat, and you're just like, "What the hell's going on?"
bro, I was like nearly through all of it. Well, I see a lot of
That
more
hap-
people
Hey,
joined.
hey,
Let me just, I
what you just did happen to me on Twitter Spaces the other day. Remember that one day? Went through the
yeah,
full on thing that we were going to talk about. Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. No, I just did the whole conversation. I can better start again and
it'll be easier
uh,
this time. Just
yeah,
know nobody heard an absolute peep from you.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's start at the beginning. When, at the beginning, we met Otto. At the time, we thought he was a trustful person, and I really believed in that partnership and that migration, sort of say that we would bundle forces. I think really with that would have been the sky's the limit, because both me and Albino bring the marketing value, and Otto brought, he is gifted in his RuneScape private server development skills, and the server was very good. We really believe that yeah, partnering would be great. He offered it to sell at that time, but I thought, if why don't we just partner, because he would take up all the development cost and do the development stuff, because me and Albino have been busy with that for so long. We really saw it as an outcome where it would really benefit the project. So we thereon decided that we would be equal partners, all three of us. And on that time, we discussed, like it is now with Albino and me, that like we share the keys of the most important wallets, it being the marketing wallet and the developer wallet, that also own like uh not surely on the top of my head, but somewhere in 20 to 30% of the supply, which is also explained in the light paper, which is for sectors, partnerships, KOLs, the staking, the play to earn, and we hold it on those wallets. And at that time, I said, because I trusted him that time, I said, it's going to be transparent, it's going to be split three ways. You can have all the keys as we, get your server that you've been working on for 5 years. And then, like already during the development phase, where we closed down Basescape for 1 week, where we had the staff come on for 1 week, I started to see these little red flags, and then I think we launched also a day late, like delayed. That was also like strange, but um, after that, there were like a few red flags, and where I gotten the gut feeling of him. Yeah, I didn't trust him with the keys of the wallet. Honestly, I didn't. The only way I would have trusted him was with a multi-sig, and I'm also happy I did not proceed with that, because look where we at now. This guy is yeah, he's very difficult to do business with, and that's in the end what me and Albino do for a living. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's so much to tell. So, for example, that was I think 3 days after launch. That was with the hurricane bullshit, where we were offline for a day, and basically we said, you guys, it's because of the hurricane that was going on in Texas, where he lives. There was actually happening something behind the scenes. He was holding us hostage with. He took the server offline. Actually, at that time, he already deleted the server. He made a backup, but he did delete the server and everything off the VPS, and he then demanded me to give him the keys of all the wallets. He had this crazy idea that we are like making mad money of this. While, me and Albino has said it plenty times. This is a passion project. Like, this is a microcap token. The like the amount of tokens I'm advisor for, and like, I want to stay humble. I really do, but really don't think that we're in here for the money or the little bit that's in this marketing wallet or whatnot. It makes no sense. But
No. And
he
that
had
whole
this like,
situation was just to give some context too, that situation was very even more frustrating because Otto doesn't understand blockchain whatsoever. And so maybe he is used to working with people within the RSPS community that are a little bit more shady or whatnot. But Julius and I have years of reputation in this space, and we certainly wouldn't soil that for just about anything, especially like because this is how we eat, man. This is how we pay our bills and stuff. So obviously, it wouldn't be advantageous for us to burn our names and our voices and everything else on a single project that honestly we've given the best intention to every day, and we will continue to do. But it was a really cruddy situation because Julius and I both saw the value of this combo team where he comes in and just kind of takes the reins on development, and we get to fully shine and go do what we like to do, networking and getting new people in and getting new faces and volume and all the good stuff, right? And so like it was disheartening for us when we started to realize like he truly didn't understand that as an owner there are sacrifices that you have to make, one of which is not necessarily like feeding yourself constantly. Like we can't take payments from Basescape because it's not in a financial position to. So as owners, we don't take any payments right now. It's just not the time where we pay ourselves. We don't sell tokens. We don't take money from the marketing wallet. We're not taking anything. So I mean, it's being an owner has all the upside though too, right? The ownership comes with the upside, and that's kind of what we Julius and I and obviously a ton of people within the staff team and the community have been working towards, whether they own a significant amount of bag or they just really like the idea and they make some money off the earning element. Like as an owner, you can't prioritize your payment, and that was where the big disconnect was. Is I think Otto assumed that when he came in, there was going to be these biweekly payments of X amount of thousands, and quite frankly, it just wouldn't. It doesn't work that way as an owner. I mean, we have to
Yeah.
build the value.
I
You
think
know
I
what I
think
mean?
there were two things there, and like one red flag was being he got a down payment on like because he wasn't sure that we were serious, so he asked for a serious amount of money up front. So we said, okay, it's like a security deposit or whatnot. And already after that, he started asking for more money. That was like a red flag. And like the biggest red flag was if you like, for example, if you look into the developer wallet where we hold a lot of supply for both being the centralized exchanges, KOL influencers, uh, um, uh, for the staking, for the play to earn. Like we have a big allocation on that wallet. And with the current market cap, I think it would say that we have like $180,000 in Scape. This value is nothing for us. It is worth zero because we're not going to sell these tokens. Because if you sell these tokens, you're rugging the project essentially. But he really saw this value and he kept saying like, yeah, I want a split of this, I want a cut of that. And so at that day, he really held a hostage with taking the server offline, deleting the files, and we noticed that because I'm also happy that we didn't proceed with a multi-sig because a multi-sig means that I offered him to do it. Like that was the only way I was going to give him the developer wallet or the marketing wallet is to do it multi-sig three ways. So what would happen is three the three owners have to sign to approve the transaction. And uh, what would happen is, like, for example, now with all the shit, he would go missing in action and we would have all the tokens locked up in that wallet because you need three people to interact with that wallet. And I told him in the beginning, I'd only give you the keys if you want to do it multi-sig, you know. But then, me and O'Brien already mentioned it before to each other. I think we maybe have to buy him out. So that was on that day, he kind of like blackmailed, strong armed us in buying him out because, we wanted the server up, we wanted to push on. Um, so then we decided on a business agreement that we were going to not migrate with Valor, but actually acquire Valor, the server and everything around it, for a good amount of money. We made a business agreement in where we would uh, put down the details in like a turnover period where he would help for a week to have everything settled and like make it stable so we could have a server to run. And like it was so weird in this conversation. He seemed very business alike, and like we said to him that we need a ton of shit still implemented to really have the ecosystem of Basescape flourish. For example, Tecton, like the holder zone, the loot boxes, and like I asked him if he's gonna like he said, yeah, I can, do that in a week. Then it started to come like only just a few days, and then that was also strange. At the moment that we bought the server, we had ton of game-breaking server bugs. Like never, like we hadn't had these when we had the development phase and the first week we were live. And then I think already after 2 or 3 days, he started asking for more money because in this agreement that we've made it so that we would pay 80% upfront, and then the 20% would be done over a 2 weeks payment schedule. And I told him there and then that I would like to honor this agreement. And that was, I think, yesterday or the day before. And then, of course, last night he came in, and because we agreed on his turnover period like civilized man. That's also why I kept him founder in the Discord still, because I just wanted to make like a seamless transition. I just want to make what's best for Basescape in the end. I don't want to go all mud throwing like, yeah, this guy held a hostage that day and like it wasn't because of the fucking hurricane. Is I'm really a businessman, same like Albino. We really went out that this guy wanted to do business also with selling the server. um, so that was like yesterday when I told him I'd like to honor this agreement, and that was when he, because he still had access because we agreed on the turnover period. He got access. He logged in, and he deleted the server and the player files. Um, so to find stuff out, and like Hella and Kobe, salute to them. They've been running over hours since last night to like see what's fixed and whatnot. What can I say about it? We have one backup still from the day that Otto also deleted the server. That was like with the hurricane. That is 4 days ago, I think. 4 days of progression. Um, we do have that. We are still investigating on whether something in the server is crooked or like there's a backdoor or yeah, we just want to make sure that everything is set and ready to go. I'll come back in like how we're gonna fix it and how we can make it also for you guys less than a tough pill to swallow. But yeah, as you can see, so last night he deleted the server and the files, and as you saw today, uh, when we also made the agreement on we acquiring Feller, he said that we were under the impression that he was not going to do like an RSPS anytime soon, and he said, "Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to take a break." But in the end, it all looked like it paid out very well for him because he had the time today to swap over the launcher, which is also like, yeah. So he was able to like sort of like maybe get players from our side. But then, of course, I don't think he's going to offer the crypto stuff that we offer.
And if he does, I would strongly suggest that you just be a player. We never saw any of this. It was like Jekyll and Hyde, guys. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna talk too much about like the characteristics of it, but Otto and us had very warm conversations all the way leading up to this. There was some immaturity at some points, but at no point did I think that he would maliciously act scammy, maybe take the money and run, right? But this guy logged back in just to be destructive and just to go above and beyond to be an asshole. And I don't like to be too unfiltered, but man, it's really disappointing. And we don't really know the motive for this like random switch in his attitude, but it happened on one day and it happened all really quick. And yeah, guys, it sucks to say that we have to go back a few days in progression, but um I mean, we're still in a much better place, I feel like, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not too sure what more to say about it, but I guess more so just looking forward.
Yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, yeah. I It's another obstacle on the road. Something that we will get past by. It's just so shit and like the way it went, because it's actually going to cost more time and more money and than we calculated.
Yeah, and Legend brought up a good point. Like honestly, like Julius and I were speaking on Discord yesterday. I think it was just one on one, and we're like, you know what, man, everything's kind of ebbed and flowed for the project, and come out on the other end like having been better for it. And so I'm kind of in the same boat, man, because things could have gone a lot worse. I mean, to be honest, we could have gone through with the multi sig, and he would have had full access to all those tokens on a project that he had no emotional tie to or passion for or anything like that, obviously. So it could have been way worse. Yeah. So yeah, good point, Legend, because really glad you brought that up.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna, because I think some of you are also in the Valor server. I may wanted to give my side of the story to his message, where he in his message says that Basescape is a big scam, because like you have to understand, these people, they don't really understand crypto. Here, for example, when you were processing your crypto payments, they were not being handled directly on Basescape or on any crypto platform. Instead, the payments were going directly into Julius wallet. I mean, that is crypto. It is we've explained the on and off chain databases for some time. You do the donate. It's not really a donation, but you pay the deposit amount to the deposit wallet. It's recorded in our database, in the MySQL database, which interacts with the game. This way, you can claim your tokens in the game, and that's why we keep talking about these settlements. And like, the wallet is 100% player owned. You could look up the wallet address, and like you could see that it pays out only withdrawals and like the deposits coming in. Yeah, he's so full of shit. While I spend my time processing updates for you, this is the first time I'm reading it also. They were steadily draining coins from the market.
He sent us a transaction of a transaction of some supply that went directly to three total influencers. And it was funny because he had accused us all morning, like just very irrational, telling us that we were selling supply. And I finally got him to send me the Ether or the base scan link to investigate, because I was like, we haven't sold a dime, and I can put like, I'll put thousands of dollars that we haven't sold a penny of the tokens. And so prove it to me is what I told him, and he ended up sending me the link, and it was a transaction that we had sent to some influencers to come on board, some of which haven't even posted yet. And it, it was funny to look back through each of those transactions and realize none of those influencers had sold a single token. So he just there's a huge disconnect when it comes to like his understanding of blockchain and kind of what he thought we were doing. But the thing is that had he just
Yeah,
spoken to us, Julius, had he just spoken to us, it would have been settled.
yeah,
I think if he came in with a rational mind. But I think I'm not going to
yeah,
speculate too much. All I can say
yeah,
is, looking forward, we're excited to get the server back up. It
yeah,
will be, yeah, it will have those, but
yeah. Um,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like, we don't really like to go bitch buying here, but for example, to give an example, I gave him also the keys to the deposit wallet, like the deposit, because it's very shit to have it multi-sig, because you do all these like little transactions. And I gave him the wallet, and he kept saying I gave him an empty wallet, and I was trying to scam him. I gave him an empty wallet. I told him you have to look at base scan, but he kept looking at scan. Like, these things, like, we're doing this already for a few years, and like he was saying, like, yeah, there's a lot of tokens going to this address. Give me this address. But that address was actually the token address. Like all these little thing, like, yeah. So, yeah, that partnership sadly fell apart. Also, the business afterwards fell apart. Yeah, I don't really like to do business like that. I haven't really come this far in life doing business like that. Um, wait. Um, so yeah, we have the server. Um, we have everything from the like 4 days ago, I believe. Then I think we had the launcher that just hella talked to me that we could have it up and running. I don't want to do empty promises, but I think we can have already going live today. We're going to offer Like I think it's like maybe a double XP weekend or something. Um, yeah, maybe just some events like to make you guys whole. I saw somebody, I think it was maybe Tuna that said it, but like that's so shit that he said that he kept redoing it. He might maybe even loses the spark. Like that is like so shit. No, because in the end we think like when we run it all the way back to February, right? Because we've been already for some time. Like the true essence of this project is that it's a play to earn game. And in the market of play to earn games, there isn't a game as good as fucking RuneScape. Because RuneScape is such a fucking good game. Everybody here like has RuneScape memories, played it, and so on. So I think it's still like a big catalyst that we can really take over the play to earn scape landscape by with this game.
Yeah.
Um,
I just saw PS Protect Hosting talking about the motive for the multi-sig, and this would be the last thing I say on this thing. Most multi-sigs guys are typically like 7 signers and typically 3 needed for like the authorization, the approval of the transaction. They're never the full amount of signers on a multi-sig. I don't think I've ever really seen it, and so explaining that to him initially in the morning, very rationally, he still didn't understand it. That this was the norm because the whole point of the multi-sig is that there's some flexibility. If Julius is offline for a couple days on vacation, it wouldn't be viable because we would need him to somehow get internet access, come online for this signature of this transaction, which he probably didn't even know about because he's on vacation. So you never have a full amount of signers as as the and again, he didn't know that, but he was too stubborn to be able to understand that point. So when it comes to the multi-sig thing, we were more than happy to do a multi-sig, but yeah, it would have required 2 out of 3 is what we initially signed it up for. That way 2 out of 3 of us, him plus one other person, could maintain the functionality of the entire project as a business. Yeah, it would
yeah,
make absolute.
so we talked about both. Like I said, I'd also be down to 3 out of 3, or like have him join another trusted person that could onboard with the multi-sig. But yeah, sadly, like luckily in the end, we didn't proceed with it because
Yeah,
otherwise
but
those
I mean,
tokens would be
moving
stuck.
forward,
Yeah. Um.
anyways, yeah, there's more stuff coming out there. If you guys want to know more, I can answer it in the Discord. Just tag me. But moving on from that, it looks like you were spot on, Julius. I think we might have the server up running today, which would be super cool. Um, or the launcher files. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. So Twitch had some good points. He just made it summary. I should hire you as my notulist or like to write down the
I
meetings.
know, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we don't really want to go too much of a cat fight. Honestly, I've never made money doing so, and I don't like. I'm not expecting you guys to go in that server and like. Honestly, that's not for us. We're not like RSPS people. We're fucking crypto people. We're Basescape people. We're just like focus on what's coming.
Yeah.
When will the server be up? Today, this evening. I think we just had the launcher made, so I think we can just started soon. We're doing some research still on like ways to prevent anything from happening again from him. Um, 4 days rollback. Yeah, so he's actually right. It's only been 3 days of progress. Yeah, the crypto logs of deposits, it's all on the blockchain. So I have a database for that. So that's all looking very good. Like you can easily get that back. Withdrawals, that's the shit thing. We actually processed almost all withdrawals on, I think, Saturday morning. I paid out almost all the withdrawals. So yeah, we have to look into that on like who got a withdrawal. So we have to like take into account that they have already certain amount of tokens on that day. But yeah, we're gonna have it look. We're gonna have a oh, when Tecton. Wait, is Hella actually here? Wait, let's ask him. Let's put him on the stand.
Dang, Julie's got 45 in here, man.
Yeah.
Where the
My
heck you guys
40th.
at on the Twitter Spaces?
Yeah, yeah. I told you, like our community is really on Discord, and I'm really proud of you guys also for sticking up with us and also being here.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
the community, the Discord community is really tight. I really like that. The Telegram side of it is more like for investors and shit. But oh wait, there we go. Hello,
Hello.
hello. So there was a few important questions. One is like, when can we
Mhm.
have the server online?
We're aiming to put it online like this evening for me. That is, it's now almost 11 p.m. I'm aiming before midnight. I just received the launcher files, so you should be able to put it online once everything is uploaded to the website, and we made sure that everything works as
Yeah, yeah, and
advertised.
yeah, and then we hope that we can isolate ourselves from anything happening by him in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was an important question about TechCon.
Yes. Let me really quickly see if everything was updated regarding Tecton. Yeah, from what I see, there were a few bugs at Tecton, but he will be live tomorrow for the events.
Yeah. Okay, so TechCon is on the way.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I said, we're going to have like a double XP week, correct?
Yeah. Starting Monday, somewhere in the afternoon, we will
Yeah.
update the server, release the events, and turn on the double XP.
Now that's some nice news. Also, like yesterday, we had a really good, like at the fit of time, we established a good partnership with a big RuneScape community, and we are onboarding them for the next 2 months. So we're also going to get a lot of players from there. Um, yeah, I mean, if there's still questions, maybe someone wants to speak as well. The stage is open. Like, we're always transparent.
Happy
Anyone?
Tecton, happy life.
Yeah.
Move on. Close this page, Basescape.
Yeah, it's it's a new chapter. Uh,
Oh my gosh. Oh, anyways.
no, that's a good question, Hero. I think so. We're both businessmen. Um, yeah,
Wild. All right.
no more questions. Nobody wants to speak. You can also tell a joke. Uh, I have a question. Why ban the people who play both? It seems like a punishment to those who have done nothing wrong. Yeah, Milky, that's maybe good for you to not. Well, okay, let's talk about that for a bit. Things got heated, especially because I think the way things went, him stealing our launch at that very suitable time. Like he didn't even let us know. He didn't, yeah. While he's under contract, under an agreement of like setting our server up, he decided to, try to get these players. And I saw a few of the fellas coming in and, accusing us of scamming and like lots of FUD. I thought then it maybe would be better to split up the two camps, but no, it's not my intention to punish them. But if like, I'm always open for debate like we are right now, or like we offer anyone to speak here. But if it's like a one-sided traffic of just them like actively butting in the general chat, I think there is in the crypto community on the on Earth where you don't get banned. Yeah, that was it, I think, gents. So stay tuned for the announcement channel. Stay patient for a little longer. And yeah, like once again, thank you all, because you guys are, the guys that make Basescape. Yeah, you are the player base, the more than 5 players of the all-time IFLer. But yeah, let's fucking get it. I mean, like we said yesterday, we made a 2 months partnership. We're still like going to push on loads of marketing. We influencers haven't even pushed yet. Like as you can see on the chart, we're now at our good floor of, that's also something that we do. We have enormous trust on the investor side to big whales and other investors that continue to believe in the project and in us. It's just you players that take the hit every time. And yeah, we'll hope to make it back to you guys in the next week with, the double event week, the double XP, and dropping going to happen with Tacton and all the others. So thanks for being here, gents, and talk to you guys soon.
See
Cheers.
ya.